well, let's look at the most offensive advertisements ever made. I'm curious.
Would you fly on in for a September 11 deal? What about some cereal to cope with the...
It's been 4 seconds. It's been 4 seconds! This is spicy.
Boston Marathon bombing. These are the most offensive ad campaigns ever. In 2011, Mexican restaurant Hacienda rented this specific billboard, on which they'd referenced the Jonestown Massacre, where cult leader Jim Jones had killed his entire following by spiking their Kool-Aid with poison.
Holy
so
crap.
what did the restaurant's billboard say? We're like a cult with better Kool-Aid, and their drinks were apparently to die for.
You can't do that! It's too soon! You can't do that! Oh my god! Who thought that was a good idea? What 4chaner worked at this place? Hello? PR team? Do we have one? No. Apparently not. PR team is gone.
Hacienda's VP of Sales and Marketing explained, "Our role is not to be controversial or even edgy. We
Are you sure? He's lying.
want to be noticed, and there's a difference. We have a responsibility to advertise with care, and that's why we're pulling this ad. We made a mistake and don't want to have a negative image in the community, yet this wouldn't be their last controversial billboard."
Oh
5 years
no. Guys, I think they like asking forgiveness rather than permission.
later, in 2016, the restaurant made another reading,
The best Mexican food this side of the wall.
which quickly went
Oh
viral.
my... It's on a billboard! Your Honor, I seem to have made another slight oopsie doopsie.
On Reddit, sparking outrage. Really disappointed Hacienda continues to push past what is acceptable for advertising. Not a fan of most of their billboards, but this is just too much. Hashtag
What do you
take it
mean?
down.
Which one of theirs wasn't too much? Which, like... Is there other ones in between this that are actually normal?
Others showed their support in comments such as this one, yet unlike their previous billboard, Hacienda says it has no plans to apologize for or remove the ads.
Oh my... They're like, no, the first time we asked for forgiveness rather than permission, and everyone was mad, but we sold more for the next 4 months than we ever did. So we gave the 4chaner who made the last one we got canceled over, we gave him a raise, and we were like, business is getting hard again, Jeff. This time we need a billboard. Oh.
Their vice president explained,
We don't intend to upset anybody, but we do use humor.
and Lee's Discount Liquor applied a similar strategy. Alcohol, it's cheaper than therapy. If alcohol is not the answer, change the question. You look like I need a drink, and perhaps so did the people who tried to get the billboards banned. Take down billboards stating Lee's Liquor is cheaper than therapy. The owners of Lee's Liquor
choose
has
you.
failed to remember the implications of alcohol regarding DUI.
Looking to fill my Pokeball with mentally unwell suckers.
Has broken families
Jeez.
and when people commit manslaughter. Lee's Liquor owners think this is funny, take this billboard down. Various comments agreed, such as, "This is irresponsible advertising. You can sell alcohol without crossing this boundary," whereas the humor was liked by others. "Hey dude, get a life, it's a very funny sign. I wish we had more signs in Vegas like this. If you don't like the billboard, go back to Utah."
Why Utah specifically? What?
Lee's Discount Liquor ran their own billboard controversy poll, which found that 77.2% of people called the ad clever and not offensive.
Listen, we asked the viewers, is this downvote or upvote? And they said upvote. So,
Yet this didn't stop a mandate to take the billboard down. Even worse was a business card shared to Reddit reading, "Are you an alcoholic? We can help," although they weren't offering counseling, but rather an alcohol delivery service.
do I commend their honesty or do I be offended? That's crazy. It's not, no, I'm not saying it's okay. What I mean is like, what I'm trying to say is, thing I hate just as much, if not more than this, is when people try to act like they're not doing this. And they clearly are, right? These companies are looking for these people. They don't care about them. They want to make money off of them. This is just a fact, right?
In all seriousness, I assume it's just
But
a
it's
bad
awful. It's
translation.
bad, okay?
And then, "Do you enjoy alcohol? We can help." But yeah, really should have run that by a native speaker first. In that very same year, British supermarket Tesco found themselves
Really should have ran that over to our PR team that we're gonna hire in the next month. That's my bad.
The infamous horse meat scandal, where one of their burgers was found containing 29% horse meat.
Why?
Well, only 2 days after the scandal broke, Tesco tweeted it's sleepy time, so we're off to hit the hay. See you at 8 a.m. for more Tesco tweets, and the replies weren't too pretty. You're hitting the hay? Well, I suppose the poor horses don't need it anymore.
He's ratioing them in the response. I'm deceased.
Maybe hitting the hay wasn't the best choice of words right now. Plenty of room on the hay now that we've eaten all the horses. Tesco responded by tweeting, "I'm terribly sorry. That tweet was scheduled before we knew of the current situation. We'd never intend to make light of it. And in case this wasn't bad enough, Tesco then had to scrap a segment of its latest advert as it was due to include images of a horse. The horse was..."
How does this happen? How does this happen? It's like they made an inside joke and everyone on the outside needs to tell them about it. Like, what the hell?
Was apparently said to be used in a humorous context, but while Tesco was simply a victim of bad timing, recipe website Epicurious was a victim of bad thinking, because after the Boston Marathon bombing, they'd post 2 insane tweets. In honor of Boston and New England, may we suggest whole grain cranberry scones. Boston,
What?
our hearts are with you. Here's a bowl of breakfast energy we could all use to start today. The tweets were quickly shared to a media training website which wrote, "Get your legs blown off by a terrorist? Try these scones. Lose a cherished..."
Pardon? What? Okay, hold on, what?
Friend, maybe this bowl of breakfast energy can help, which then turned into articles by Mashed and Business Insider, as Epicurious was labeled by the public, morons, idiots, dickheads, and pathetic.
So is this like bots? It's like breakfast bowls in bio? That's basically what this is. Like what?
Morons, idiots, dickheads, and pathetic. The company responded with a copy and paste apology, leading to more criticism reading, a repeat...
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like they set up a bot. They set up a bot to use like target words to search for, and then it just gave out like chat GPT responses that included like their topic, like whatever they said. So they could have said like having a bad day, I ate a potato. And then the bot would say, heard you were, you know, having a bad time with just a potato. And what better way to fix your depression than with a breakfast bowl? That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like they had a really crummy AI that they delegated to this task.
Tweeted template apology isn't genuine. It's a form letter. The steady stream of identical tweets does nothing to engage with the audience and express human remorse.
And honestly, chat, this is me giving them the benefit of the doubt. There could have actually been a human being behind here that was like, hey, I'm about to send this banger tweet. Like, that would have been so bad. We don't know if it was a bot, to be fair. It could have been like an actual person. We can't say that for certain it wasn't actually a living person that decided to do this on their own volition.
Were Epicurious's tweets as bad as Kenneth Cole's? Millions are in uproar in Cairo. Rumor is they heard our new spring collection is now available online, although the uproar had actually come from protests in Egypt, where 846 people were killed. Kenneth Cole quickly apologized before making the same mistake only 2 years later.
See, like, my question are these real people trying to capitalize off of rage bait and drama? Or is it a bot?
Response to the Syrian civil war, he'd tweet, "Boots on the ground or not, let's not forget about sandals, pumps, and loafers."
This can't be real. This can't be real. How do you just do that? Like, this sounds like not a person. This sounds like a robot, right? This sounds like a robot. Chat GPT bot that promos your stuff, you know, 24/7.
Sneakily advertising his new line of shoes. On a public billboard, Kenneth mocked the Hudson River crash landing, but at least he had the decency to avoid September 11, unlike this TV commercial by the Worldwide Nature Fund.
Oh my god, this was 14 years ago. There was a living sentient being behind this. Oh boy.
explaining in 2001, one of the worst tragedies in the history of humanity killed 2,819 people, before showing a bunch of other planes to articulate that in 2005 the tsunami killed 280,000 people. That's 100 times more deaths. The message of the ad was that our planet is brutally powerful. Felt like they were minimizing the severity of 9/11 to highlight a natural disaster that couldn't have been avoided. Not only is the message offensive, but it's scientifically flawed. All the carbon reductions and recycling in the world won't prevent tsunamis. Advertising double fail. The commercial was so offensive that WWF tried to claim it did not authorize its production or publication.
Yeah, like, wasn't this on, like, cable TV? I'm pretty sure it was.
Yet there was another 9/11 ad that was somehow even worse. It began to circulate in September 20.
Oh my, that was a transition. That topic right to the Superman subway man, like that, I wasn't ready, but I can appreciate it.
2013 and showed a man flying toward 2-foot-long subs, which you could buy for a price of $9.11. The ad was captioned with 2 pieces of text. Fly on in for September 11th and
I feel like this might be a problem. Who's gonna tell them? Who's gonna let them know?
you will never forget this deal. But
Never mind. It's too late for them. They're past the point of informing. Never mind. Never mind. They're double-decker and that's just it. Rest in pieces.
was the ad actually legitimate? Well, no. It was the work of satirical news site The Onion, which wrote
The Onion made an ad that looked so much like a legitimate Subway ad that they unironically trolled Subway. That is savage. That was a shit post. Oh, Jesus Christ.
from the structural steel melt on Tower 7 grain bread to the Twin Towers cold cut combo with ground zero carb vinaigrette on Let's whole wheat roll. We've got something for everybody this sub.
Can he not pronounce vinaigrette like vinaigrette? I'm sorry, that wasn't very nice of me. He was just putting emphasis on the wrong syllable and it was upsetting me, you know what I'm saying? That's probably the least offensive thing that happened in here. That's my bad. There was like a lot of things to be upset of here, and I was upset about how SunnyV2 pronounced vinaigrette. I need to go outside.
September 11. Despite clearly being a joke, a man named Travis tried to cash in on the deal, printing the ad to bring to his local Subway, which they unbelievably accepted.
Wait, what? They were just like, sure, bro.
Coupon or no? It's a good coupon? That's good? Okay.
He and his friend were totally baffled.
Dude, I can't believe they did that.
Even
Wait, let me see this. These people brought in, what, a fake coupon or something, and the Subway person took it? See, I don't think this is a big deal, okay? This guy works part-time. He probably didn't notice. He's probably been on a long shift. Sees this guy with a camera behind him, all right? And he's like, I want to be done with this. All right, half the time, if you have a crazy customer, a lot of the times they would just like, if they complained and they were like, you forgot my fries, even if like they totally did give them their fries, they're like, here, take a medium fry, just go away. Like, I don't think this is a problem. This guy gets paid minimum wage. He doesn't really care.
totally baffled.
I'm totally baffled that these guys, like, you know, let us get a sub for cheaper on our really bad fake coupon we had because they saw us walking in and were like, I can't wait till they leave.
Even showing their receipt to prove they hadn't lied.
I believe that they didn't want to deal with you.
The coupon itself wasn't hilarious enough.
Yeah, you don't get paid enough to deal with that.
Subway accepted it as a legitimate coupon had me rolling on the floor. Subway, however, wasn't impressed. Like everyone, we are deeply offended by the fake story and ad created by The Onion. The story received coverage in a Sydney Morning Herald article, which highlighted another 9/11 deal that was instead completely genuine. The now closed Tumbledown Trails Golf Club in Wisconsin posted this newspaper ad reading 12th anniversary of 9/11. To commemorate this, we are offering 9 holes with cart for only $9.11 per person, or 18 holes with cart for only $19.11. The owner of the course said the golf club began the promotion 2 years ago on the 10th anniversary of the attacks, and until now it had been warmly received as a way to ensure people never forgot the tragedy.
You know what the better way would be? Because I don't think this is bad. They should have offered like veteran discounts. Just like give veterans and firefighters and police force, like they get it for free that day or they get free food. They could have just phrased this better. I think this isn't too bad.
He'd therefore add,
This
we're a
was
little
definitely
hurt
not
by
on
the fact that
purpose.
people are putting such a negative context on this.
Yeah.
I thought people would appreciate it. It
Yeah,
seemed the
see, like, this is too far, man. I'm pretty sure this is like a singular owned place too, you know?
owner at least had some good intentions, although so did these three companies when they used hashtags incredibly wrong. Sweets company Entenmann's wrote, who's not guilty about eating all the tasty treats they want, without realizing not guilty was trending due to Casey Anthony's trial for the murder.
Oops. Hashtag trending. Did not check why. Oopsie.
Of her baby. They'd respond by tweeting, sorry everyone, we weren't trying to reference the trial in our tweet. We should have checked the trending hashtag first.
I feel like this is not a big... I can understand this, right? I mean, we're not all chronically online. They just saw that a hashtag was trending or like recommended, because that's what these sites do. They'll be like, here's some hashtags that might go well with your post. I think this is a nothing burger.
Fashion brand celeb
Easy
Bo
mistake,
wrote,
I don't know.
hashtag Aurora is trending. Clearly about our Kim K inspired Aurora dress, although this wasn't exactly true. The hashtag was trending due to the Batman movie theater shooting, which killed 12 people in Aurora, Colorado. We are incredibly sorry for our tweet about Aurora. Our PR is not you.
I think this is unreasonable, I'll be honest. Obviously their intent was bad. To me, it's about the intent, and their intent was not bad in any way.
US based and did not check the reason for the trend. At that time, our social media was totally unaware of the situation and simply thought it was another trending topic.
Yeah.
We have removed the very insensitive tweet and will of course take more care in the future to look into what we say in our tweet.
I think this is the best way they could have handled it.
Then there was DiGiorno's Pizza, who wrote, hashtag why I stayed, you had pizza, which was a hashtag started by women explaining why they stayed in abusive relationships.
I'm trying not to laugh. It's not funny that they accidentally put that on pizza. This one, out of all of the hashtag ones, is the worst. Because the difference here is that they used that as like a starting part of the tweet, right? Like they used it as like a part of what they were saying. I feel like this is worse.
Unsurprisingly, the company then tweeted a million apologies, did not read what the hashtag was about before posting, and to their credit, they spent the entire day responding to every complaint authentically.
Oh. See, I don't know, that's pretty nice of them. So they like went down and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna fully take the blame and I can respect it.
All social media experts, please take a lesson from DiGiorno Pizza. When you step in it, you give real apologies and not excuses. Good job. However, Home Depot never got the memo, as they'd do the exact opposite. After posting a tweet which produced the article, Home Depot apologizes for racist game day tweet, terminates agency responsible.
Wow, that's a title. I feel like if I read that as first thing in the morning, I'd be like, all right, I need to go up and I need to get up and get a coffee. Excuse me?
So what did the tweet say? Which drummer is not like the others? Attaching a photo that showed black people next to a monkey. You could argue it wasn't that bad given it said, which drummer is not like the others, although it's hard to know what Nivea was thinking when headlining an ad with the words white is purity.
That went by too fast. I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to cook on this. I guess maybe they just like sponsored like some college game day and then did this and it looked bad. Is Nivea, what is this? A deodorant? Like, what is this?
The words white is purity. The campaign was so wild people didn't believe it was real, although others tried to argue that the world was overreacting. Is the US so obsessed with race now that the first thing Americans think when they read white isn't the color but race? People, stop seeing everything with identity politics tinted glasses. Then there was this ad by Big Pens reading, look like a girl, act like a lady, think like a man, work like a boss, which was hilariously designed to celebrate Women's Day. People did...
Oops. Did not land the target there. You did not milk the audience as intended.
Didn't appreciate it. If it's quite alright with you, Bic, I'll look like a woman, act like a woman, think like a woman, and work like a woman. And you can F right off like an idiot.
Let's go.
To make matters worse, Bic had launched the Bic for Her pen range 3 years prior, which had already been slammed as sexist.
They're just like
It's a girl pen. I didn't know that there was girl pens and boy pens.
regular pens, except they're pink, so they cost twice as much. That is absolutely true as well.
Oh my God.
Well, at last, pens for us ladies to use. Now all we need is for her paper, and I can finally learn to write.
This is a great comment.
I was so disappointed to find that only 1/5 of the pens I received were pink. Or maybe more, I can't do maths. These pens fit perfect in my hands, but hubby feels they are unnecessary since he writes all the checks. I'd explain more, but I have to go make him a sandwich.
I really like that it was you have to go make him a sandwich, especially. That's how you know the conversation is serious. Man, those were some ads of all time.